Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Hey. Four down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down, McIntyre. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Hey, Sam on!
On second down now. McIntyre, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check. Mike 22. Let's go, D.
Here's 2nd and 8. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Here we go. Mike 5-4.
Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trailing over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No gain on this defense. No gain.
2nd and 4. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Heavy. Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 2nd down. Culver. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Culver. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
70, Indy. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
They'll run on 1st down. McIntyre. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Off play action. Culver. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Culver, flush to his... Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 3rd down, trailing. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again, trailing. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Culver flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. You're out. Check. Get it.
From the gun, Culver. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Looking to throw. Trailing. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Steve Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Trailing. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. A final shot before break. Culver. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
218, chop it. 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. McIntyre. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back to throw. Fraley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to the air on second down. Fraley. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Fraley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll buy some time right. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw on 3rd down. Fraley escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Over the middle, complete. That's King. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. On first down, Culver. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Culver flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fraley. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 15-1, 59. Get it. From the gun, Culver. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Culver. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down. Culver trying to lay one up. And this will be caught at the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Back to throw. Culver. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery. Leading to a Washington touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be third and a mile. Vic readies to throw, and they'll get him down here at the 23. Only able to get back a yard for his... efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Culver. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Fraley. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, McIntyre. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Switch. Leo. Go.
On third down, McIntyre. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Redskins, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.